A man was in bed with his wife. They were both tired after the long day, and the woman said to him, "I think I'm just going to read before I fall asleep." The man was slightly disappointed, but decided that he would start reading as well and picked his favorite book and started reading. After a while, he reached out to the woman, put his hand inside her pants, and started to play with her clitoris for a while. The woman was slightly surprised but enjoyed the feeling when suddenly the man took his fingers away and continued reading. Confused, the woman looked at the man, but as he didn't even notice her, she continued reading as well. After a couple of minutes, he once again put his hand inside her pants and started to play with her clitoris. The woman stopped reading and enjoyed the feeling when, once again, the man suddenly stopped and continued reading. Now the woman got angry and said, "Listen, if you're going to start and play with me like that, then at least finish the job." Now the man looked at her and said, "I have very dry fingers and need to wet them so I can turn the page." Every single year, like clockwork, Walter would escort his dear wife Ethel to the bustling state fair, a cherished annual tradition that they both anticipated with great excitement. As they meandered through the lively fairgrounds, taking in the sights and sounds, Walter would invariably halt in front of the helicopter rides. He would turn to Ethel, the desire for adventure clearly apparent in his eyes, and say, "Ethel, you know that I'd love to go for a ride in that helicopter." Ethel, ever the pragmatic and financially responsible one, would respond in her calm, matter-of-fact tone. "I know you would, Walter, but that helicopter ride is $50, and $50 is $50. Year after year, this same exchange would occur, a familiar ritual in their state fair experience. One year, as they were once again immersed in the lively ambiance of the fair, enjoying the food and the attractions, Walter, now an old man of 87 years, turned to Ethel and reiterated his long-standing wish. He said to her with a hint of wistfulness in his voice, "Ethel, you know I'm 87 years old now. If I don't ride that helicopter this year, I may never get another chance." Ethel, consistent as always in her financial prudence, retorted without missing a beat, "Walter, you know that helicopter is $50, and $50 is $50. During this familiar exchange, their voices carried over to the ears of the helicopter pilot, who happened to be nearby. Intrigued by the couple's recurring conversation, he decided to intervene and perhaps help Walter finally fulfill his wish. He approached the couple and offered, "Listen, folks, I'll make a deal with you. I'll take both of you for a ride in the helicopter, and if you can both stay completely quiet for the entire ride and not say a single word, I won't charge you a thing." He added a clause to the offer. "But if you say just one word, it's $50. Walter and Ethel, after a moment of consideration, looked at each other and agreed to the pilot's challenge, eager for the adventure and the chance to save some money. Soon, they found themselves buckled up in the helicopter, ready for their aerial journey as the helicopter ascended into the clear blue sky. The pilot, determined to win the bet and perhaps have some fun, demonstrated an array of impressive tricks and daring maneuvers. However, not a single word escaped from either Walter or Ethel, who were both determined not to lose the bet. The pilot, increasingly determined to elicit a reaction, repeated his death-defying tricks over and over again, pushing the limits of the helicopter. Yet the couple remained silent, their resolve unwavering. Finally, as the helicopter landed safely back onto the ground, the pilot, visibly impressed by their self-control, turned to Walter and exclaimed, "Wow, I've got to hand it to you. I did everything I could to get you to scream or shout out, but you didn't. I'm really impressed." Walter, with a mischievous twinkle in his eye, responded, "Well, to be honest, I almost said something when Ethel fell out. But you know, $50 is $50.